as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway, taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault.
Complete to Laviska Shenault. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And some room to work. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. On play action, now Carr. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw again on 2nd down, Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Carr completes it. A gain of 6 there on first. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now Carr. Throws to the sideline here, complete to Judy. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton from 4 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They go play action now. Lawrence trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Lawrence going to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
67 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Lawrence on first down. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DJ Jones able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Draymond Jones showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. K.J. Hamler returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 0-1, right? Raiders. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
That was a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. There he goes right side. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
McManus's point after is good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. On first down, Lawrence. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again on second and 10. Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Now a play fake. Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game. Lawrence going to kick this outside to Shenault. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Looking left side, he's got it complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Yeah, the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. And this one is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On play action, it's Carr. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. On the move to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Derek Carr taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Broncos are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
2nd and 1 at the 34-yard
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So after 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 8-yard line.
Ball on the 8, second and 2. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Jaguars! From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Broncos 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hamler now to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
It got his man complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Carr to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl.